Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me. This is a shade medium deep. I thought my mic was on. It probably was off again. I messed up and did that again. Did that the other day too. Sorry, you guys, if you guys didn't hear me. And I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with my jumbo worker. If you can hear me now, let me know. Thank you. I appreciate it. And blessings to you as well. I hope you're doing well. I hope your family's well. All right. Now I'm going to take my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Truffle. And that's a little more than I usually do, but I'm not worried about it. We will blend it out. It'll all come together at the end. And for eyeshadow today, we're going to be playing in Metropolis. So I haven't used Metropolis in some time, but she is a beautiful fall palette by Natasha Denona. So if you've not used Natasha Denona's shadows, I'm excited to share those with you. Hopefully one day she'll bring it back. She actually brought it back, I think almost a year ago. I hadn't had it, and then I wanted it so bad, and it came back, I think the week before my birthday, and I hopped on it and got it. So I was so excited to get it. And I'll show you all what that palette looks like again in just a second. All right, let me take a look. Okay, let's see. All right. Next, I'm going to do a bronzer. And so for bronzer today, I'm going to be using my NARS Laguna powder bronzer in the shade 7. And I'm going to take that right onto my Sonia G TF1 brush. The brush is so amazing, you guys. And last time I checked, it was still available, but the sets are gone. So if you wanted all 3 of the new brushes, you'll need to buy them as individuals instead of buying them as the set, which is no big deal, really. It would come out to be the same price as the set. So you're not paying more just because you're buying them individually. Thank you again to Sonia and the team for gifting these beautiful brushes to me. I really love this bronzer. I know it's red based, you can see it, but it really warms the face up really beautifully. And this brush just gives a nice airy application of it. All right. Now it is time to get into our shadow. And then I'm going to be sharing a blush with you all. And for today, I think I'm going to use the Chanel Cream 2 powder in the Rouge Franc because it leans more towards the orange side of things. And again, this is a fall look. So I'm excited that the fall is here. My baby girl is an October baby. This is Rouge Franc. And let's go ahead and apply her. So my baby girl is an October baby, and we love October for that. Not only for that, but we love pumpkins. So I cannot wait to get out to the pumpkin patch. That might happen this weekend. It's open now at Apple Hill, and that's the pumpkin patch that we love to go to. We also like the one in West Sacramento called, I think it's Dave's Pumpkin Patch. That one's a nice one. That's a nice one too. All right, I might powder that down just a touch too later. Did I bring the powder out? If I didn't, I'll grab one. But oh, I did. I do have a powder here. Okay. All right. And also, before I move on, let's powder the under eye just in case I have some fallout. I'm going to use the new Givenchy Prisme Libre loose powder in the shade 6. And today I'm actually going to try it with the powder puff. I don't use powder puffs normally, but because there are some reviews on our friends that have a fairer skin tone saying that that the powder itself has some luminescence to it. It does, but it doesn't show up shiny on my skin. At least it didn't. So I'm going to try it with the puff like I've seen the other creators do and see if I get that same issue. So the powder is on the puff, as you can see. And this is what it looks like. Beautiful shades. And I'm just going to take my mirror here and apply it. And I know I might look like a clown now, but don't worry about it. We'll blend it all together later. So let me go under the eye and press the powder in. And yeah, I still don't see the issue that they were having on my skin tone. So it may be that powder specific, you know, that shade of powder. But you can tell the difference from this eye to this eye. Hey, Kat, can you hear me? One of my followers earlier said that they could not hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm using the powder puff, which I never do, to apply this Givenchy powder. I wanted to see if I get the same issues that other creators have been having as far as the iridescence under the eye, if that's the right word. And I don't see that I am. I'm not getting that at all. I mean, I see the luminosity, but it's not overwhelming at all. And I personally think I like a brush better, so I'm going to go back into this powder with a brush. I'm just taking what's left out on the lid that I tapped it out on. Okay. Okay, as long as you can hear me, that works. If it blanks out, I will do another live at some point. Hi, Sherlucius. How are you? Thank you for joining. Right now, I'm applying the Givenchy Prisme Libre Loose Powder in shade 6 to my under eye area. I first put it on with a brush, and now I'm putting it on, with their powder puff. And now I'm using a brush because a brush is my preferred method of application. but you can see the difference from this eye is powdered, this eye is not. Oh, wow. I wonder what's going on with it. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with Instagram or why that's happening. But I'm glad that you made it and were able to pop in. How was your class today? All right. Now I'm just going to take a little bit more of the powder and I'm going to go right over the top of where you can see my crevice here. And you see how it just fills it in just a little bit. And I'm going to pop it on top and just smooth it out. Oh no. Well, that's no good. All right, so we're done powdering those under eyes. And a little later, we'll take the same powder and just go lightly over the entire face. But I really, really love this blush. And I think I need to put a little bit more on this side. So let me do that really quick. What do I want here? This cream to powder formula is just stunning. I really, really love it. I'm so glad that I was able to pick it up. It's really easy to intensify the color, as you can see. All right. All right, now before we proceed with the eyeshadow, we're going to take the remainder of this powder and we're going to set the rest of our face. Now, again, I'm wearing the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It doesn't need to be set because it is a matte foundation, but I want us to focus here on this area of not blotchiness, but I want to blend out the edges of this blush. Okay, so I'm just going to take this brush, and this is Sonia G's Buffer Pro, and I'm just going to go over the face and smooth out those edges, and then buff around the face. Okay. And what I love about this brush is it doesn't disturb any of the makeup that you've already set down. And that's one of the wonderful things about Sonia's brushes. So far so good. All right, let's hop into Metropolis, do an eye look really quick here. So I'm going to use, oh, did I put my finger in that? Oh, no. Okay. I'm going to tell you the shade names. I love this palette because it has the shade names on the top of the plastic. So today we're going to use Antique. Let's see which one. We're going to use Antique. We're going to use Ripe. No, wait. Is it? Okay, yes. Antique, Ripe, and Stain, I think, are the ones that I want to choose. So we're going to start with Antique, which is this brown shade here. And I'm going to put that on the outer area of the eye. Ooh, let's see. And I'm going to use my TF. Let me see. Do I want to use the T? I'm going to use my T5 to do that. So I'm going to go right. Isn't it pretty? I'm going to go right into this shade here, which is Antique. And I'm going to put it right on the outer V of the eye. How pretty is that? And I'm intensifying the color by patting it in, or packing it, if you will. This isn't a really deep shade, but it's the perfect shade, in my opinion, for this look. So I'm going to just pack it here. And that's the start of this eye look. Next, I'm going to take that shade Ripe. And I'm going to take that on this T2 brush. Oh no, I lifted one of my shades up. Sorry, I got to pack that back in before it falls out. Okay, this shade is Ripe. And that's going to be this orange shade here. Very autumn-like. It's like an orange red. Perfect shade for the pumpkin patch. I agree. That's beautiful. All right, and next I'm going to take that shade. Let me see, is that a... Let me make sure it's what I think it is before I say that. I'm going to swatch Stain and Helena. Okay, no, so that's not a shimmer after all. Okay, we're going to take a shimmer. Let me see. I'm going to take Rust, which is this shimmer here, right on top. So that's this shade here. And I'm going to take it right onto this eye. Oh, that's stunning. Thank you, Kat. All right. Now I'm going to take a fluffy brush. And I'm going to go back into that, the ripe shade. And just pull it here and blend it in. So that it looks like it's feeding directly into that shade. And we'll go back a little later and add a little bit more of the shade. What shade was that one? Antique, a little later. So now I'm going to go over to this eye. I'm going to take Antique on this brush. I just want to see the different effects that it has with different brushes. So I'm going to go right into the crease here. This side will look a little more blown out, but not to worry because I'm going to take it right back on the same brush back on this side in just a moment. So I'm going to go into Antique. And then I'm going to go back on with that T5 brush back into Antique as well. And I'm going to pack it on the outer V again. Pack, pack, pack. Thank you. And I know we're in the middle of an eye look, but I want to invite you all out to my first TikTok live on Saturday morning. It'll be Saturday morning from 10 to 11 or 11:30, depending. It's going to be fun. All right, now I'm going to go into the shade Ripe again. And we're going to put her right in the front here. I'm going to get a different brush. I just picked up more of my builder brush for this. And you can see that it brings more of that shadow there. Hello, Canis. How are you? Thank you for joining. I hope you're doing well. All right. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to pick up that shimmer. I know I used the brush to lay this side, but I'm on my finger. I'm going to use the brush this time. And that shade is called Rust. I'm going to use this brush here to lay the shimmer down. so pretty. I'm fine as well. Thank you for asking. Because of these hoods in my eyes, I'm trying to bring up this shimmer just a touch more, because I love it to show when I close my eye. Yeah, inner lid and corner. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to do that too. Just pack a little bit more on here. Natasha's shadows blend so beautifully with one another. So of course, you guys, the new products that we tried a little earlier. So if you'd like to catch the replay, please do. Also, if you're not already following me, I would love for you to be a part of our community here. Just hit that like button. And then also follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel and on the Clock app. I'll be having my first live over there on the Clock app this Saturday at 10 a.m. All right, I think we're good there. Now we're going to take that same shade and use it here on the inner corner. From Bangladesh. Wow, welcome. That's clear across the world. That's pretty dope. Thank you for being here. Oh, this is a clean brush I'm just using to blend out the edges here. Don't want any harsh lines. And I'm going to do the eyebrows a little later. Uniting the world one eyeshadow at a time. I love that. Thank you. Okay, we're going to take the shade Antique under the lower lash line here, up until about here, the center of the eye. The rest will be the star shimmer. We're going to take the shimmer from the inner corner to the center of the eye also. So let's use my liner brush here, which is T1, into the shade Antique. And we're going to stop right here. So I'm going to deepen this up. First, I'm lining it with this brush. And then I'm going to go in with a fluffier brush to blow it out. Same shade, Antique. All right. Now we're going to blow it out. I'm going to use my large pencil brush. And I'll pick it up and show it to you again, the palette. This is the shade Antique right here. Hi, Virtuous Beauty. How are you? Thank you for joining. And again, I'm just taking it to the center of the eye because I'm going to place a shimmer from the center of the eye to the inner corner and into the tear duct. All right, so now we're going to do the inner corner to the center of the eye. I'm using the Builder S by Sonia G to do that. And we're going to go right back into Rust. And I'm just going to go on the tip of the brush. I think I got a hair. Yep, I did. All right. So we're taking it right here. And I love this brush because you can see that I can literally get right here without any problem. I'm going to go right back into that shadow. It's the shade Rust. And it's in this beautiful Metropolis palette by Natasha Denona. And it's this shade right here. Thank you. I'll pull it out again. It reminds me of a sun. I've been sitting here like, oh, it looks like the sun. I see some area of the eye where I, to me, messed up, but it looks just fine. So I think I'm going to leave it, but we'll see in just a moment. Because the shades that I use, they really do work together. Thank you. Oh. All right, so yeah, that looks pretty. So I'm going to take the shade what was it, Ripe, I think? Yeah, and I'm going to mix it in a little more here. But I'm going to get a different brush because I just want to put it a little bit more. So this is the shade Ripe. Right here. That orangey red tone. And that's what I have here. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to pack that back because I want to see that. And I really like that I can use the tip of the brush to make it more precise, to really get it focused as to where I want that to show up. Okay, I feel better about that now. All right, let me wipe this brush just a touch. Try to remove some of that fallout. Okay, I like it. Time for some mascara, and then actually let's do our brows real quick. I'm going to use the Amicole On Point Precision Brow Pencil, and I'm just going to fill in the sparse areas of my brow. And I'm so glad that I pulled Metropolis out to play. So I'm barely touching it. That is great. And again, I will be linking all the products that I used today in stories a little later for your shopping pleasure. Do know if you use any of the links that I share, I will earn a small commission. And those proceeds do go right back into providing you all with more content. So I appreciate your support in advance. There are so many of you that shop with me, and I really do appreciate it because it definitely helps with the cost that it takes to keep a channel up and a page like mine. So thank you so much for that. All right, let me brush this up. I don't really like having the front as harsh, if you will. So I'm brushing those hairs up and through. And I did post a lot of sales today, you guys. So while I finish this, I guess I can tell you guys. So Nordstrom is price matching Macy's. In my opinion, if you shop Nordstrom, you get points rewards over there. So you get 3 times the points if you are an insider. And then you get 6 times the points, I believe it is, if you hold their credit card. Don't quote me on the 6 times the points, but I'm pretty sure as a card holder, I receive 6 times the points. But I'll post that in stories later also, because I can't recall if it's 6 times the points for card holders or not, but I think it is. And then Blue Mercury is having 15% off. So if you spend $200, you get $30 off if you are a loyalty member with Blue Mercury. If you are not, you can still sign up. And that loyalty program is free of charge. So essentially, if you spend $200, you get 15% off. And there are a lot of luxury brands at Blue Mercury that you can shop. Yeah, there are a lot of in-store events going on. That is so true. I haven't been to one yet. I need to get out to one. All right, so our eye look is done. All we need to do is mascara, and then we will be done here. So let's do that. Let's do the let's use the rest of this Charlotte Tilbury, shall we? Exagger-Eyes Mascara by Charlotte Tilbury. I think she has one more use available in her. So the other day I used her with a primer. I normally use her without one. Today I'm going to use her again without one. So my preferred method with this one is to coat the back of the lash first and then coat the front. So let's do that. Yes, that's a good idea. My thing is my Nordstrom that hosts these events is like a 30-minute drive away. And so because we live on a total opposite like side of town, it would have to coordinate with my kids' school schedules, and it doesn't happen that it does often. So that's why I haven't been able to get to one. Sometimes they do it on the weekend, but then I have things to do with my children on the weekends, so they take priority, of course. That's one eye. And once it dries down a little, I'll go over it with another coat. Thank you, Kaniz. I appreciate it. So if there's any links that you all would like that I have not shared, please reach out to me via DM, because I can literally get a link for almost any retailer online. And so that's fashion, that's beauty, that's home and garden, that's furniture. So I would love to be your go-to source for that as well. Every purchase counts and every purchase helps. All right, so those are the top lashes. Let's go ahead and add some mascara to the bottom. And if you love the content that you see here on my page, please do give it a like. Every like helps the algorithm to push my content further. And so I would love all the help that I can get, you guys. So I thank you in advance for that as well. Any like, any comments, any sharing, it all helps me. Oh yeah, Keisha's at work. I mainly am doing the daytime ones for those of us who live across the pond in areas like Bangladesh. Thank you. And my friends over in the UK. And this is our look. I'm going to top my Butter Balm off. This is, again, the Sunday Fridays Butter Balm in brown sugar. I shared with you all earlier the Butter Balm. Thank you for the follow. I shared with you all earlier the Butter Balm mini set that I picked up at Sephora. Hi, Angelique. Good morning. That I picked up at Sephora. Looks like this. $25. You get 4. I tried on all 4 of them earlier. So if you'd like, you can catch the replay once I post in just a moment. They all feel good, smell amazing. They smell just like the description of the name of the shade. So they feel really good on the lips. I see what the hype is about. I'm not sure what the cost of these are on their own individually though. But I think I want to pick up a brown sugar. And I absolutely love how the eye look came out. Again, I want to encourage you all, if you have Natasha's Metropolis, please pull her out and play with her. Give her some love. Let's start using what we've got in our collections a little more. She's the perfect palette for the fall. And I think the next time I hop into her, look what I just did. My God, let me make sure I didn't destroy that shade. I'll be playing with the blues. So let's do that. Maybe we will do that in our TikTok live on Saturday. Again, that starts at 10 a.m. Please go ahead and go over and register so that I know how many people are going to be there. And if you can just pop in, do that as well. But I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be my first TikTok live. And I'm so thrilled to be able to be expanding my content over YouTube and TikTok from here on Instagram. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you for being here. Again, look for those links later today on the look specifically. But if you need a link to any retailer, please reach out to me via DMs and I'll get it right over to you. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.